I want to talk more about the psychedelic stuff too.
Yeah, no, dude,
I like that.
I feel like
Have some thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, dude, to me, like, mushrooms and those things are all just opening up pathways in your mind that never, like, where you almost can, like, in this weird way, like, you can see yourself for your own, like, things that drive you. Like, you're almost like getting a peek at your own code.
Yeah,
like in a sense.
Absolutely. You get a chance to like talk to yourself, like out of body.
Yeah,
it's whatever the ego death is, or whatever that is. It's like you're able to actually, if you do it right, and people party and like. I think it's kind of a wasted opportunity. Like, I like to sit in a room or be, maybe with a couple friends or something, but just to be able to talk to yourself and be like, this is an issue you've needed to deal with and you won't do it. Yeah. And then I've been able to overcome some stuff. Like I quit smoking cigarettes, just cold turkey. Yeah. On mushrooms because I had one cigarette left and I sat there and I was like, what are you doing? Yeah. What are you doing? And I smoked like half of that last one and it was like, that's done. Dude, you're done with that.
I finished half my last drink. It was similarly. Yeah. It was like another thing happened where I'm like, I wasn't the moment of a trip, but it's like that moment where you're like, what are you doing? Like that kind of realization.
Just that feeling of like, I've had enough. Like, I don't need to finish this just for saying, oh, this is my last one. It's like, I can just leave it there. Sure, I don't want more. Yeah. That's where
life
like,
experiences can
goes.
make that happen too. But like with the stubborn problems, like it's like, there's no other way to get through to me, at least with my brain, with a lot of things. And so it's been very helpful. You know?
No, I mean, and I think I agree, man. I mean, for me, it's like, there's been so many moments where like authentic, like insight of like myself that, that I understood something better, something more about myself that, I didn't. And it's almost that, third party perspective almost on your own stuff. I remember back whenever I was 27. I remember our band, we did an acid trip here in Austin during South by. I was still living in San Antonio at that time. And but we came to Austin during South by and had a grand old time. But like the night before, like that Friday night, we were on 6th Street out, and my ex and I got in a fight and she it got really, really nasty. Like,
and y'all were both tripping at this point?
No, we weren't. We were just drinking. We were like heavily. And then the next day, this is when I tripped, and it was like everything about alcohol just like kind of made, I just kind of saw it for the toxic, it's like all I could see around this substance is toxicity and just negativity and all this. And I didn't even set out with the intention of it, but after that like trip, I didn't drink for a month. Like I just stopped drinking for like a whole month. And it was like, it was crazy because I remember when I picked a drink back up again, the feeling wasn't like I need a drink. It was more like, oh, I'm going to probably drink at some point. Might as well. Right. One of those things that I'm like, at that point, I'm like, man, I wish I had stayed on that vibe at that moment. Yeah. Because things probably could have been very different for me at this point. But that
it takes a minute sometimes.
Yeah. It does
to really sink in.
Mm-hmm. It's
well, that's what they say with like quitting anything is like you have to be ready for it. You know, it's not rock bottom. It's not a certain thing happening. Like it all depends on the person and their ability. And also like you see that a lot with sober people that like psychedelics are not off of the table. Yeah,
when people ask about drugs, I forget to mention those.
It's almost like weed in a way where you're like, well, it's a drug, but I mean, like, not really a drug.
I think it's more. I mean, I love weed, but like, I think it's more of a drug than these other psychedelics are.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that shrooms and acid and like DMT and stuff, like those are more mind altering, but they aren't. They're not habitual for most people.
For sure.
Anybody can have a problem with anything. Sure. It doesn't just depend on the chemical problems, but like. And
you
also
want to talk to aliens, dude.
Like, man,
it's almost built into the code of like mushrooms, for instance. Like, if you take them every day, you're not gonna experience the effects anymore. Sure, like you're gonna build a tolerance.
It's almost like the admins kick you out, if you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, they're like, you can't enjoy the server.
Well, it's no, but it's like also Also, I believe, honestly, like in microdosing quantities as an antidepressant, I think that there could be like serious utility there for people.
Yeah.
And like, especially with prescription, you know, the prescription drugs that people abuse and just all kinds of, it's like, there's like,
it's messy, man.
Yeah. Benzodiazepines and like all the, you know.
I'm like a year off of benzos.
Yeah.
And I still don't feel right. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I was like, I can't continue this. I don't want to, you know, like it was changing my personality, you know, and like my decision making just kind of got a little weird.
Did it just feel like, what was it? Is it like more flat? Just feeling, what is the...
It's like, just like you feel good, and well, especially like mixing with alcohol, that's probably most of the problem. But like, I definitely have anxiety and like the stage. Like I'm not super anxious about it, but like I'm just an anxious person in general. But like it helped, but the cost was too high, you know.
Yeah.
And so I quit.
Yeah.
I lost my insurance too, and so I was like, well, let's quit everything all at once.
Ham? You should get a ham.
I know. I'm in process.
Okay.